Hi everyone, Jazz here. Going to do a book haul because I realized that I love watching book haul videos. And I just went on a crazy book haul spending spree I keep looking to the side, at Salvation Army. So I'm going to do a really quick book haul of what I picked up, why I picked it up, and I guess see if you guys recognize anything or like anything, give me a review on anything, stuff like that. So I'll make this quick because I have a lot of books. So the first one I'm going to try to read that I picked up at the Salvation Army, paid less than $1, is John Steinbeck's Of Mice and Men. I think it's a classic. I heard a lot of good reviews. And the reason I'm going to read this first, okay, I'm reading the back now. It says winner of the Nobel Prize in Literature. Reason I'm going to read this first is because it's only 107 pages. And I can read that super quick. And I don't know, I'm into this thing, like I just want to bang out reading books. So I'm going to read that first, John Steinbeck's Of Mice and Men. And I'm going to try to I will probably do a review on it. Okay, that's the first one I picked up. Second one I picked up is a kid's book about King George. What was his problem? The whole hilarious story of the American Revolution. Now, I love history. I love learning about history, learning about different things. And I picked this up because usually kids' books break things down into, obviously, they do for children, break things down into simple terms. And if I can learn about the American Revolution in a simplified way, that's great. So I picked this up from the Salvation Army, less than $1. Next one, Stephen King. Now, I haven't read any Stephen King, but I think I'm going to get into reading him. This is The Gunslinger. Anything I saw Stephen King at the Salvation Army, I just grabbed it. Anything. So I picked up this first one. Apparently, this is the first in the Dark Tower series. It's not in great condition, which I'm kind of upset about. But hey, what you going to do? It's a used book. So because it's Stephen King, I picked it up. And this is The Gunslinger, the Dark Tower series, volume 1. Now, this is on my next run to the Goodwill. Another Stephen King. This is in even worse shape than the last one. Look at the back. Torn up. But it's another Stephen King, and I grabbed it. And it's Needful Things. I'm kind of excited to read this one, except for the fact that people here on YouTube like to spoil things, which I can't stand. So now I'm going to stop looking at reviews of books that I really want to read if it sounds like they're about to spoil it. But anyway, I'm still going to read it. This is Needful Things by Stephen King. Next book, J.R.R. Tolkien, The Hobbit. I don't know why I'm interested in reading this, but for some reason, it's a classic, or so I think. The prequel to Lord of the Rings. And I'm just going to try to get into reading J.R.R. Tolkien. Pick that up from the Salvation Army. The next one I thought was really interesting. The Sociopath Next Door. That just sounded so interesting. Let me read to you the bottom part. See if I can read it off the screen. It says, 1 in 25 ordinary Americans secretly has no conscience and can do anything at all without feeling guilty. That sounds like an interesting topic. So I got that from the Salvation Army. I don't know when I'm going to read all these books, but I'm basically going into the order of how I want to read them. Next one, and I'm about to wrap this up soon. Blink by Malcolm Gladwell. I just grabbed it, don't know what it's about, but I know this name, Malcolm Gladwell. Heard him on NPR, WNYC radio, and apparently he's really a big-time author. Writes really interesting books. and he's a bestseller. So I grabbed this at the Salvation Army, and this will be the last one I'll tell you about. And for the next book haul, I have about, tons more books. But that's it for now. I'll try to read these books and give you reviews on them. See if you like it. Okay.